And if you really knew who I was, you wouldn't be arguing over how you going to eat. You would just look at me and say, Jesus, do it again, because if you did it before, you can do it again. Or give your neighbor a high five and say, neighbor, look at God with his awesome self. I'm almost there, musicians, so we're going to take flight in a few minutes. He said to them, with these words, do you still not understand? Do you still not get it? Do you still not see it? And the next verse is a story about a blind man. In other words, the story about the blind man is used by Mark to stress or emphasize what happened when you can't see. It used to stress or emphasize what happened when you have no vision. And we are supposed to be called people of vision. And what Mark is trying to teach us is that it is a dangerous thing when you got eyes but no vision. My brothers and sisters, it's a dangerous thing when you can see but don't have any vision. Because if there is one thing you got to have as a man or a woman, it has to have vision. And this text is trying to teach us that we got some churches. Now, it's not St. Matthew's, because your pastor's going to teach y'all the B-I-B-L-E. Stay with me now. And this text is teaching us that we got some churches full of people who got eyes but can't see. Who got eyes but don't know who Jesus is. They have no sight. Now the text declares that the man get his sight because of the touch of Jesus. Jesus put his hands on him and he gets his sight, but Jesus isn't the first person to touch him. Because the blind people brought him, which means they have their hands on him to lead him, which also means other people touched him before Jesus, but couldn't heal with their touch. Because, brothers and sisters, it matters who put their hands on you. Everybody that touched you, because it matters who put their hands on you. Everybody that touches you can't heal you. Everybody that touches you can't transform you. And it just might be you don't have your sight yet, because you've been trying to let the wrong folks put their hands on you. Help me, Holy Ghost. Everybody that touches you can't heal you. Everybody that touches you can't transform you. Because you are being trying to let folks put hands on you, touching you, but they can't heal you. Touching you, but they can't help you go through your purpose. It matters who put their hands on you, because every contact can kill you. And what the Spirit said to me is that this is a lesson to all the churches, because we are touching folks and not changing them. We are touching them with the preaching, not St. Matthew's. I'm talking about them big old churches, you know, that them deep preachers. You know, the one that deep, they know everything. Ain't never did no wrong. We are touching them with preaching that is pimping them for prosperity instead of growing them for discipleship. We are touching them that music that makes some jump but doesn't make them live better. It's a terrible thing when the church touches you but don't change you. You got to have the right touch, because it matters who put their hands on you. What kind of person do I need to help me to get my vision? And I'm getting ready to take flight, Pastor, because I'm at 11:18. How much more minutes I got? I'm getting ready to take flight. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Let me just give you some points, and then I'm going to the 747 buckle up my seatbelts, and we're going to hit some turbulence. The first thing you got to have, faithful friends who refuse to celebrate your weakness. You need friends who commit themselves to being enemies to your weaknesses, to the extent that they will do whatever is necessary to get you out of something that has you living beneath your purpose and your potential. Sometimes you got to cut the sleeve from some of those folks. I'm talking about Bobo and Pookie, Shanae and Baby and Jaquita. You got to get them out of your life. Watch this, watch this. A real friend. Somebody say real. Real. A real friend will never help you celebrate your sin. A real friend will never come into an agreement with your dysfunction. A real friend will be an enemy to everything that's trying to keep you down. This man got some friends. Maybe he's been blind so long that darkness has become normal for him. Maybe darkness has become so normal for him that light is abnormal. You do know that you can be negative so long that negative becomes the norm. To the extent that when you see happy people, you automatically conclude they are phony and fake. Because for you, norm isn't happy, norm is negative. So the text says, his friends, they bring him. These are his real friends who are also faithful friends who practice, watch this now, who practice the intervention of intercession without invitation.